why transportation engineering is important part of our life. So when we are traveling to school and colleges and offices, so road is an important part. So we travel by roads. If they are damaged and full of potholes and if there is retained water, we can travel easily and safely. So the roads play an important part, and designing it is an important aspect. So transportation engineering is important. What do you think of transportation?
According to my knowledge, when we talk about transportation engineering importance in our life, the economy, which is mostly contributed from the transportation engineering, is surely considered. For example, the connectivity, mostly the connectivity of villages to the rural areas are provided by the highways, and the highway engineering is also responsible for the growth and development of the agricultural and industrial sectors by providing access to the farmers, industrialists for transportation of their products. And also it plays a vital role in generation of employment. For example, when we construct a highway or any transportation system, it generates jobs for contractors, engineers, and even for the workers, not indirectly or directly, both the way the transportation system generates jobs. So it also contributes for economy in that perspective. And another one is tourism. By the construction of the highways and transportation system, it provides access for the easy and efficient access to the users, due to which the tourism in our nation which also increase.
It also saves time.
Yes.
Congestion, traffic congestion.
Congestion, for example.
If we talking about the design of roads, we also think the drainage system of the roads. In drainage system, there are various types or various points we are taken considered, like weakness of subgrade of soil. If proper drainage is not provided of the road, then the water attack on the subgrade of soil or layer of the soils. There are causes of meanness or various points, like formation of patholes or cracks, shorter of payment life, increase the maintenance cost. That's the effect on traffic, or shorter life is also if the road is maximum life is 10 to 20 years.
It ultimately damages the
road, and
experience also.
therefore the maintenance cost is increases.
There is also need for sustainable transportation system, because it is to reduce the transportation traffic of vehicles and various activities like person or human activities which are occurred on road. Then also to reduce fuel consumption, because there is a very low amount of fuel is presented on the earth, and then to reduce accidents on road. So for our future generation and present generation, we have to decide some sustainable transportation system to reduce accidents and other activities which are happen on the road.
So it affects travelers.
Yes.
In transportation engineering, road safety engineering also plays a very important role. Road safety engineering mainly deals with the planning, construction, and maintaining the road that provide a easy transportation mean to every cyclist, motorcyclist, or pedestrian. It mainly road safety engineers mainly deals with the problems where they analyze the high risk zones where accident happens very frequently. They analyze that data and fix some solutions to overcome that accidents occurring frequently. Later on, when road safety engineers, while constructing any structure, they keep in mind the safety factor, while it may be any structure, road, bridges, or and it could be anything. If accidents or is taking place at any location, then patterns of the accidents are studied, and depending on that, the solutions are driven through it. It also helps to economy and by it as it lowers the medical costs, and by it helps to
Save money.
yes,
Use of fly ash and plastic in road construction. I feel this is very important and practical step towards the sustainable development. Fly ash is a byproduct of thermal power plant, and plastic waste is increasing day by day in our country. Using this waste, we can use plastic in roads. This increase the flexibility of road, and fly ash increase the strength of road, as it is economical also, and it reduce the need of natural resources like soil, sand, and in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, plastic roads are built already, and this shows the result that they last longer than traditional roads.
Metro rail and highways, which should give first priority. According to me, I will give first priority to the metro rail because cities are overcrowded with cars and buses. Metro will run.
Metro will connect all the important points and reduce the traffic.
By metro, lots of passengers can move at one time.
It's also an advanced system of transportation.
Save time
It
of people
helps to reduce
and congestion.
pollution and traffic flow.
And also time consuming.
Time
Less
is
time.
time is saved.
Time is
Time
saved.
is saved.
So I think that it was a healthy group discussion within us, which included everything that is starting from the importance of transportation engineering to the modern technologies of transportation engineering and sustainable development of transportation engineering. Some of the key points that I think which were left include the advantages of these highways. The advantages of these highways include we can basically say that due to the construction of these highways in India, first of all there is a overall development, social and economic development. There is a development in trade and commerce of country, and the second thing is we get a better connectivity between important states, towns, and important places such as also holistic places which are important as public point of view. And in India, these highways play a very important role in transportation of goods from one state to another and all. And including this, talking about the modernization of these highways, the new thing means a better way, advanced version of highway is expressways. We all know about highways, but expressways are something which is little bit more advanced technology. Expressways actually are made for fast moving traffic, that is cars or trucks, etc. On expressways, basically the slow moving traffic, that is two-wheelers, cycles, handcart, cars are not permitted, because which will reduce the accidents on highways. If you reduce the accidents on highways, and expressways are as we have learned in our transportation engineering that how development plans came into forces, that first development plan, second development plan, third development plan. In that, expressways are not included in the first development plan, that were included in the second development plan of transportation engineering that we learned. Then talking about its advantages, I think it is not only transportation, speaking.
You meant to say ultimately helps in economic growth and saves people's time about
Yes.
traveling, reduces accidents.
And disadvantage the roads. If you talk about the traffic, it's create more pollution or affect on lives. That's
Road
also
safety
one.
engineering mainly deals with the traffic that causes due to speed breakers.
Expressways actually mean to the that is reduce safety, that is increase safety, that is reduce accidents and all. That's why we are providing a better supervision and better jumping designs, that is extra width, and are provided to expressways when compared to normal roads or rural roads, which permit even higher speeds. And they are and also one of the main advantage of this expressway which was left out is it has lower operating cost. Lower operating cost in the sense means as we can see that in normal roads and all we have a lot of speed breakers, potholes, etc., which may lead to deceleration of vehicles, frequent acceleration, deacceleration of vehicle. As we increase our speed, when there is a speed or reduce when there is a speed breaker or some obstruction is there, a choke is there, or something like that. But in expressways there is nothing like that which will lead a person to deaccelerating. Therefore, it will lead to a better economy, right?
Yes.
Since we are not deaccelerating the vehicle, energy is saved and no energy loss in braking and all, and also the time of a person is saved. Since there is no stoppage and all, and a better continuity.
But it's so correct. But it also correct that the majorly responsible thing for generation of carbon content in our atmosphere is transportation system, because it is constructed from the concrete, and concrete is majorly contributing to the generation of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere.
Yes, that is a important factor about considering what use. That is
It
also
can be a disadvantage of high transportation engineering.
that's why we are studying sustainable engineering more,
Yes,
because
it's also
it was given that topic was elaborated by one of our colleague. Sustainable development also included that as she said we use recycled plastics to reduce this carbon content. This carbon footprint can be reduced as she said that by using plastic in few states and all cleaner.
But in today's condition, it is not implemented on that scale. It is required to reduce the carbon footprint.
Actually, it is not implemented because it is cost expensive, right?
Yes.
And we can, as we all see that the government doesn't have that much sufficient funds to construct the roads. Hence, the roads, national highways are given to different companies so that they construct it, maintain it, and collect the toll taxes. Actually, this is the work of the government. That government should build the roads, should collect the tax and all. But as government doesn't have that much of amount of funds, it has
we
been
can maintain the road, existing roads, and reduces the cost of the construction of the new roads. It is very important to maintain the existing roads than the construction of new roads. By we can reduce the rate of accidents by maintaining the existing roads. The various causes various accidents are the formation of potholes, formation of ruts, and the unevenness of the pavement surface, and the cracks on the roads. That is, the water can penetrate in the pavement surface, and it can also increase the cost of maintenance.
Ruts are formed due to the overspeeding of vehicle and insufficient provision of super elevation ruts are formed. Also, expressways do not have any intersection, sharp turns.
And also talking about the maintenance, expressways has a higher maintenance cost compared to normal roads because very much care is to be taken regarding their geometric design and other features. Since maintenance is also an important point and major point in case of express highways when compared to highways and rural ways, where maintenance is not frequent, but in case of expressways, maintenance is at the most means it must require. This must require.
In expressways there is no traffic congestion, but what about the other roads? So we want to think about congestion of traffic.
Congestion of traffic is generally seen in rural roads, right? And in urban roads and rural roads. Not in case of highways where we have a better speed quality.
So to reduce the traffic congestion, we have to follow the traffic rules which are made by the IRC, which is Indian Road Congress. and also follow the rules of police for our safety.
But improper alignment is not on. Improper alignment also depend on energy consumption.
Energy consumption.
Causes of the consumption. And improper alignment and also spot on the roof. What the says spots of improper drainage and dirt formation. It also depend on. And Angela also say roads as road material are improper as used. That's also
That can cause also traffic congestion. If
signals are not provided properly, that's why also. And day-to-day life is present to non-urban areas, public in migrating in cities. That's why also personal vehicles is increasing at per family. That's why also consumption is increasing. And accidents, day-to-day life accidents. Sometimes you watch see accident on road. That's why also consumption
can happen if there is
because
accident.
that's also the reason.
But we can reduce it by providing the flyovers, underpasses, overpasses, railways.
But sometimes not provided.
Sometimes there is
Underpass, overpass, these can be provided when there is a lot of sufficient space, right?
space.
But in case of cities where there is already a minimum space available, then you can't provide overpass, underpass. The only way you can get rid of this traffic congestion is that by diverting traffic. There is no other way.
But economy also matters.
No, divert. What I mean
Or
to say
diverting
is, for diverting of traffic means, what I mean to say is, if suppose there are some locations that is a specific, this is a state route, and a person want to go to some specific different place, then if that person is diverted from different route that may be a little bit longer than this route.
Yeah, by providing one
Yes,
roads and
by providing means another diverting road means this way the traffic on this main road is reduced. This can be a major way, and only this is the method how which we can reduce traffic congestion in case of cities or urban areas. There is no other way how we can reduce traffic congestion in case of urban roads. In case of highways, expressways, there are numerous ways available. Expressway, highway, there is a ample of space available, and
Also lack of land. That also.
It can also affect the economy.
In highway,
what
construction of subways and different
yes,
structures.
it can affect. Your point is right, but it is constructed only in case of highways and all. I am talking about the traffic congestion, which is mainly seen in case of urban roads, urban cities. There you cannot provide it, right? And means I am giving reference to that you cannot provide here, you can provide only there. I am just giving the reference.
But providing the subways is not possible in everywhere. Somewhere the construction should be we need to destroy destruction of some apartments. So this is not possible in any case. We can't provide a subway.
Because the highly traffic areas is the near of city, main city, where you can't construct the shortcut or can't provide the shortcut because their main city, because where buildings are
we have to do it economic or what. But if it is mandatory, if there is very much of traffic volume, we have to give it.
We have to provide the bypass for the city.
But some cases,
If it is mandatory, then we have to provide that bypass.
One of the major point that I want to clear that was is that as you are talking about this bypass, overpass, underpass, and all we learned about this railway, highway, overpass, underpass. These all are basically places where the approach is available, right?
Yes.
And here what we are talking about is mainly what I put it light on was that how traffic congestion could be reduced in case of urban roads, right? In case of urban roads, the one way which I think is a better way to reduce traffic congestion is that we see that commercial vehicles which actually come from one city and go to another city, they are not permitted to enter the city in daytime. That is means which is the peak hour of cities where the internal traffic is much, right? And in this time we cannot permit the commercial vehicles. Hence they are stopped for the timings. They are only permitted in night times. That is 10 to morning 6 or 5.
In this way, we can reduce traffic congestions and all.
iPads is also provided in such.
I guess that is our discussion. That is where our discussion ends. Anyone wants to say?
Taking into consideration what we have discussed, there are more advantages or disadvantages. So we can conclude.
So there was a healthy discussion within our group on the topic that was transportation engineering. We came to know various points, all points that about traffic congestion, and traffic congestion was the biggest point which was included, right? So there was a healthy group discussion. Thank you for all being present for